Hi. So we've worked with our equations. Now we're going to work with inequalities. So solutions of inequalities. How do you determine whether a number is a solution to an inequality? An inequality is a mathematical sentence that compares two expressions using the symbols less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, or not equal to. These are examples of inequalities. 8 is less than 11. 9 is greater than negative 4. A is less than or equal to 50. X is greater than or equal to 3.2. A solution of an inequality is a value of a variable that makes the inequality true. Inequalities can have more than one solution. So, the books from the Middle Ages in a library are all more than 650 years old. The inequality, A is greater than 650, represents the possible ages A in years of the books. Determine whether A equals 678 or A equals 634 is a solution of the inequality, and tell what the solution means. So over here, they want you to use substitution to determine the solution. So first, they're telling us that whatever number we choose has to be greater than 650. They're saying to check A is equal to 678 and to check A is equal to 634. This is the first one they want us to check. This is the second one they want us to check. So they're showing us, write the inequality. So our inequality is A is greater than 650. Then they're telling us, substitute 678 for A. So instead of A, we're going to write 678 is greater than 650. Now they're telling us to compare the values. 678 is greater than 650. So the inequality is true when A is equal to 678. So that means that that is one of the possible solutions we can have. This is true. So it works out. With the second one they want us to test, again, we have to rewrite out our equation, or in this case, inequality, since it's an inequality. And they're telling us to plug in 634. And now we have to ask ourselves, is 634 greater than 650? This is false. So it doesn't work. So here we got a solution. 678 is a solution. Notice I'm saying a, not the, because it's one of many. And then we have 634 is not a solution. So Middle Ages could be 678 years old. They could be 700, 800, 1,000. That's what they're telling us to do there. Here they're giving us more examples. They want you to determine whether the given value of the variable is a solution of the inequality. So for A, they're giving us B is less than 0.3. They want us to test if the value negative 0.2 makes this inequality true. So the first thing we need to do is rewrite our inequality. B is less than 0.3. Now we have to plug in our B and see if it makes the inequality true. We have a negative. A negative is always less than a positive. So this is true, which means that B equals negative 0.2 is a solution. For B, they're telling us M is greater than or equal to 2/3 when M is equal to 3/5. So this is talking about fractions. They're saying we have to rewrite our inequality. M is greater than or equal to 2/3. Is 3/5 greater than or equal to 2/3? If we turn our fractions into a decimal, we're going to see this is saying that 0.6 is greater than or equal to 0.6 repeating. So if we write it out to the hundredths place, this is going to give us 0.60 is greater than or equal to 0.66 with our repeating. We see that this is false. 60 is not greater than 66, which means that M is equal to 3/5 is not a solution. They're giving us another example. They're telling us an airplane can hold no more than 416 passengers. The inequality P is less than or equal to 416 represents the possible number of passengers P on the airplane, where P is a whole number, since you can't have half of a person. A person is still a person. Give two solutions of the inequality and tell what the solutions mean. So, they're giving us P is less than or equal to 416. Our solution needs to make this inequality true. So any number that is less than 416, any whole number, is going to make this true. So they're giving you P equals 200 to test. So we need to ask ourselves, is 200 less than or equal to 416? And this is true, which means that 200 is a solution. But they want another solution. They want a second one. P is less than or equal to 416. They want us to come up with it. So we can come up with as many answers as we want. I'm just going to say 400, because I know 400 is less than 416. So that's another possible answer, because 400 is less than or equal to 416. That's true, which means that 400 is a solution. So there are more than one possible answers with this. But if they give you a number to plug in and test, you're either going to say yes, it is a solution, or no, it's not. So that's what they want you to do here. They want you to determine whether the given value of the variable is a solution. So just like we were doing, they're giving you, for example, for number 1, the inequality a is greater than or equal to -6, they want you to test to see if a equals -3 is a possible solution. So is -3 greater than or equal to -6? And the answer is yes, because it's closer to 0, which means that a equals -3 is a solution. For 2, they're giving you y is less than 7.8. And they want you to test to see if y equals 8 is a solution. So we're going to plug 8 in for y, and we have to ask ourselves, is 8 less than 7.8? And the answer is no, 8 is greater than it. Which means that y is equal to 8 is not a solution. So that's what they're asking you to do on page 325. So I want you to do the questions on page 325. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to be doing a Google Meet at 9. So you can either ask during the Google Meet, or you can ask by posting comments on Google Classroom. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.